How many of you have ever learned a lesson in life more than once? Twice, 3 times, and sometimes it's just not enough. Have you ever noticed that when we're learning a lesson, it's not really clear that we're learning a lesson? That comes later, much, much later, with something called hindsight, when things become infinitely clearer. And so I want to share with you tonight a couple of stories that happened to me, and some life lessons that have hit me in the side of the head more than once, okay? So the first lesson that I ever learned in life was that perspective matters. Perspective matters. Now, many of you would say that my perspective was fundamentally flawed from birth. I am an identical twin, so I never had this unilateral or singular identity. I was always a we, not a me, not an I, but a we. In fact, I was in grade school before I realized that my name wasn't Faith and Fern. I remember coming home from school, I was so excited. I raced all the way home. Mom, you're never going to believe it. I found out today that my name is just Faith. It's not Faith and Fern, it's Faith. And my mother said, darling, I love you with all my heart. It's probably time that you were in separate classes, no, not therapy, separate classes. And I learned my next life lesson. I went into the next few grades feeling like I was a hero. I was suddenly learning what it meant to have my own identity. And it was fantastic, and life was good. In fact, it was great. Because I started to realize that, you know how sometimes there are things you actually don't want to do? Has anyone ever had one of those moments? Things that you thought, I should never have to do things that I don't actually want to do. I should only do things I like doing. And so for me, I had separate classes. I didn't like math. My sister loved math. She hated phys ed. I liked phys ed. Soon I was getting straight A's in math. My sister was doing exceptionally well at track and field. And life was good. I mean, it was not just a little bit good. It was fantastic. Until I had to learn the next life lesson. Consequences. December 5th, 1997. There's a young constable out on patrol, dreaming of being chief one day. Had all these great plans. And it was a cold, snowy day. Not even a good day. It was, okay, seriously, it was a boring shift. And if I had to do it over again, I'd have probably called in sick that day. On that day, they sent me to retrieve Cujo. Oh, you laugh. I had never seen the movie, nor had I read that Stephen King novel, so when I came face to face with a St. Bernard on that morning, I was thinking friendly. Fluffy, keg of whiskey, you know, monks dancing and chanting in the background, something like that. Have you ever missed the most obvious clues? Perspective matters. In my case, they put me on light duties. They put me on the telephone. Big mistake. Big mistake. My very first call, when the gentleman said to me, "Officer, do you know when it might stop snowing?" I don't know, let me get God on the other line. What do you do when your future looks nothing like you dreamed it? When all of a sudden it's all changed? In 2004, I started my own company. By 2007, I'd left law enforcement. So when your dreams, when your future looks nothing like you dreamed it, nothing, maybe the universe knows better. Thank you very much.